Alright, let's do this. This is gonna be exciting. Alright, let's start by cutting this open and you will see what I mean by why I'm getting so excited. Yes, it's gonna be very loud. And voila. This is actually really heavy. And you can also see I bought some keycaps and SA, and which I changed, but I don't really like the look and they don't have these buttons, so I might have to go back to the OEM first. And actually I want to try this because the problem with it is if you look at it from the side, it's actually not SA, which is the layout where I want it to curve down and go up. Alright, so let's get this baby open. I'm sure you have seen a million of these before of the opening, but let's just take a look at it. So I think I mentioned this in a video, in one of the sections, but one of the reasons why I changed my RK68 to or 84 to this GMMK Pro is because honestly the plastic feel and everything wasn't of my taste, and honestly it feels like a very cheap board with the Tealios, especially when the Tealios is so good with the sound and everything. So I thought why not just change to a very better mid-tier, mid-range kind of custom keyboard. I know GMK is not really the kind of board that people would go for, but for me I don't really have the money, and the budget really is the only reason why I'm getting the GMMK. There it is. It's really cold, very heavy, really heavy, like that heavy. Oh my gosh, it's really hard to lift up actually for me. So we have the knob, the standard knob over here. It feels very good, feels very nice. We have the stabs, which I'm going to change, but I'm going to try it out first and see how the stabs feels like. And we have the glorious, as usual, the thing at the back. Alright, so let's start with the build. Let's hear how it sounds like. Wow, that rattle. Wow. It's not even going in properly. That does not sound good at all. So from here on out, I'm actually going to be talking and basically do a voiceover. And as you know, it's actually quite difficult to open up this casing. Yeah, pretty strange. I really didn't know it was that difficult. A lot of screws to open up, and that's not even the fun part. The fun part is after you open them. So this part I didn't know I had to take out the knob. I totally forgot about it. So actually it took me around like 10 minutes to figure out that I had to take it out. And as you can see here, I can finally take it out. Using obviously the Bandaid mod, and I actually have the holee mod, but sorry, not the holee mod, but the Kevlar stickers for the board itself. But I use it too for my brother and for my friend's video. Not the video, but their board itself. Because that. So as I was saying, taking it out was actually fairly simple, but putting it back in was the challenge. So after I put all of the screws and everything, it was time for me to actually assemble it back. So the problem is because it's so tight that a lot of the thing has to be perfectly fit in, and because there's also the opaque thing at the sides, it took me a long time to actually figure out how to put those two back and then squish the two PCB and the gasket mount together. And after that, it was another challenge of actually trying to fit it back in because the stabilizers were actually very tight. Test out. So in this case, you can see that I skipped quite far ahead by putting all of my switches inside because my phone ran out of battery and I had to charge it. And problem was the tablet that was recording this also had some issues with the FPS. So I just thought might as well just put everything in and then just show a little short recap of putting all of the keys inside.